The subject I want to talk to you tonight about is changing the culture of corporate America. It's changing the way that we relate to one another in the workplace. You see, a friend of mine tonight was at a meeting, an annual meeting of a team of people from his company. Now, he estimated that there were maybe 500 people there. Now, that's a big company, but that's the place he was. And as he was there with those 500 people, they had a time to recognize special accomplishments. Now, there were team after team that brought up people they wanted to recognize, and it seemed like there was about maybe even 75 people, maybe 100 people that got certificates about how well they did this year and how proud that company was of those accomplishments. But you see, the thing that got my friend thinking was, how about the other 400 people? Because it seems like last year at the annual meeting of the team, it was the same 100 people that got the certificates because of the projects they worked on. You see, they have high visibility, and a lot of them oversaw people, and the people they oversaw, or the teams that didn't have high visibility, didn't seem to get any recognition. And so they wondered, how do you create the culture within a company where people are proud to work for that company? You see, it's important. A company has to deliver good service to customers. It has to deliver it fast, it has to deliver it with excellence, and it has to deliver it on time. But not only do you have to consider the customers, you have to consider the people who work for you. Now that's important, because years ago there was a commercial from a milk company that said, "Contented cows give good milk." Well, it's even more true that contented employees do good work. Because when you go out into the community, it is fun to be able to say, "I work for that company." You like that company? They give good customer service? I work for them. I help make it happen. But if you get to work and nobody even knows what you're doing, it's easy to lose heart and to wonder why you're there, you know? So it got me thinking, if somebody walks up to you, especially somebody who's in authority, maybe a senior manager, and if that senior manager looks at you and says, "You know what? You did a good job, buddy. You did a good job on that project." Well, that gives a person value. And you know, I've heard that if a person thinks they have value for a company, that's better than $20 more a week on the paycheck. It may be better than $50 more on a paycheck if they come into work every day and know what they do is noticed and appreciated by somebody, anybody. So does it have to be a senior manager that says, "Hey buddy, you've done a good job"? I'm not sure it is. What if, and I think with me here for a minute, because I know I'm going to places some of you haven't gone before, but what if you went into work and one of your team members came up to you and said, "You know, I've been working with you for about 6 months here, or about a year, or for 2 years here. And as I've been working with you, I have noticed that you are a team player, that you are always looking out for the other people on your team. I've noticed that you're always there when somebody needs you. No matter what you're doing, you'll stop and give them an answer. I'm proud to work with you. Man or a woman, you do a good job. You are a credit to this company, and you are a credit to this team, and I'm proud to be on this team with you." Oh man, what if other team members on your team, in your company, came to you with that kind of attitude? What if they weren't so busy putting themselves in the spotlight, they put you in the spotlight? What if they weren't so busy noticing their own accomplishments, they took time out to recognize your accomplishments? It's true, the president of the company may not know who you are. But if somebody in that company, even a team member, somebody who works with you day after day, comes up to you and says, I enjoy working with you, what difference would it make? So let me invite you to be a part of some culture change at the company you work for. Let me encourage you to be liberal with your praise. You see, it is important that when a team performs on a job, that when they finally succeed, it's not one person standing at the top saying, I made it, look what I did. What is important is when they can say, I brought 10 people with me. Look what they did. Look what we accomplished together. And if that person is brave enough and secure enough to turn to people around him or above him and say, look at what my friends accomplished, tell you what, that team will follow him anywhere. Because that's the nature of human experience. That's the nature we bring to the work we bring. We want to know that we contribute something worthwhile to our team and to our company. And if our work has value, for a lot of us, our life has value. So my friend, let me invite you. Don't be discouraged if nobody says you're doing a good job. Don't be discouraged if you don't have a certificate to hang on your wall. Why don't you make somebody's day today? Why don't you go by somebody's desk and say, hey, I enjoy working with you. You do a good job. Your standards of excellence are good. Anytime I need you, you're always there. Tell you what, you, yes you, you can make somebody's day today if you just take the time to say, I appreciate you.